Hey Ghouls, welcome back to another video. Now, before we start off, the video, I want to just thank you all so much for 100 subscribers, and it means so much to me. You don't even understand how much it means. Currently, our channel is at about 102 subscribers from what I remember from last checking, and I just want to thank each and every single person who's followed this channel. I just want to thank you all personally because it means so much to have my small little YouTube dream kind of come true. Just thank you all. And I'm so glad that you all get to see what I love, my passion, and you all support that. And it means so much. Thank you all. Now, this video is the promised 100 subscriber special. And as I mentioned, it would take a while for me to get this video together, simply because some of the source material that I needed for this was hard to find. It was really hard to source, so it took a while, but I mean, a week shouldn't be too long. So hopefully this makes up for the wait, and yeah, I hope for this special edition video I'm bringing in some special edition items, so let's get into it. So, you all may be familiar with the Monster High Hot Wheel car, the Ghoulmobile. This came out, I believe, last year, and I've been wanting to get a hold of it for ages. I couldn't find this one in shops to begin with, so at the beginning of this year, I looked on Vinted, and I got this one for about £8, which admittedly was a big regret of mine. But hey, I got the Hot Wheel car. I unboxed this one because I didn't know how long it would take for me to find another one, but literally a few days ago, I found one in box. So, that really helped because it was really what I was looking for this video. I was looking for one in box. So yeah, let's get into looking at the vehicle itself. So, the Ghoulmobile is based off of the playset car that we've seen about 2 to 3 times now with different dolls. And it features a purple body with black spiderweb details on pretty much the entire vehicle. It has a pink trim and bumper, which matches cohesively with the seats. And the interior is obviously just pink. Then we have a green visor with a slime drip detailing, which I think is cool. My camera doesn't pick it up properly, but you can kind of see from the side that it's green. On the bottom is just the Monster High Ghoulmobile by Hot Wheels, and then it shows the year it was produced, etc. And it was made in Malaysia. So, some details I noticed about this vehicle, for example, would be the little black and white skullette that you see here on the, when it focuses, on the back part of the vehicle, which I think is really cute. Then we have these adorable little headlights. We have some green cat eye headlights with eyeliner, like winged eyeliner, which I thought was funny, and then some yellow lights and some black dots, which may be lights, but I'm not 100% certain. It kind of reminds me of a spider, just judging by how many eyes this vehicle has. It's really cute, and then it has some little fangs and where the grate is supposed to be. Some little teeth, and it has I think it's a hexagonal grid that you do see with cars, just in between, if you can see the details ever so slightly. Which I think is adorable. It's basically just a little purple spider car. But, yeah. So, this is the vehicle. And almost forgot. It has some metallic hot pink rims for the wheels, which is a really sweet touch. It's so cute. And it has some little silver pegs. Oh. Some silver pegs holding the wheels onto the vehicle, which is cool. It really just brings the whole design together. It moves just like any other Hot Wheel, and, well, that's to be expected, to be honest. It's just a Hot Wheel from what I can tell. And yeah, it's such a sweet little thing, and I've seen so many different customs done with this. Like, people have put their Monster High Polly Pocket dolls into here by removing the legs. People have used these as doll handbags, decorative cars for miniature mansions and such like that. It's really cool, and I'm so glad to finally have one of these. Now, if you thought that was the most interesting part of this video so far, then you're gonna love this next bit. I was on holiday in Spain a couple weeks ago, and I went to my typical toy shop, And I was getting some Rainbow High stickers because, well, you all love Rainbow High, and I'm working on a Rainbow High related video at the moment. But as I was leaving the shop, I noticed something out of the ordinary. I noticed something that looked like the Ghoulmobile on a shelf. And I was like, hold on a second. So I turned around and I gave it a look, and this is what I was faced with. Now, as you can see, it's a bit different from the one we typically see, the purple Ghoulmobile being a little bit, a slightly different colour. It's absolutely adorable, and I had to get it. It was about €3.20, and yeah, I got one. But not only did I get one, recently I found another one in an English shop. So, today we are doing a comparison and review of both of these toy cars. So, let's get into the looking at the other vehicle. So, this is the new Ghoulmobile Hot Wheel that I've only really seen mentioned on Reddit, as far as I'm concerned, and this is only just from looking just now. When I found this car, I couldn't find anything online regarding it. I couldn't find a single thing. I took to Facebook, obviously, and I went into my typical Monster High group chat. Well, group chat, Facebook group. Tomato. But, I asked, and most people hadn't seen this before, apart from a few Hot Wheel collectors who mentioned how the one I had a short card, because in America, from what I can tell, a lot of the Hot Wheels have longer cards than the ones that mine do. In example, this one is a very short card, and I'll show a picture on screen as to what a longer card looks like, for those who don't know. And yeah, I was really surprised by this, and I learned a fair bit about Hot Wheels from this, which was great. But then, at the same time, I didn't know, still, where this car was from and why it was like this. Was it a special variant? Was it a limited edition? Was it Chase? Or was it just a typical part of a series? So, yeah, it took until about a week ago, when a Courtly Jester video popped up for me to figure out where this car was actually going to be from and what it was based off of. So, this car itself is based off of the Weekend Getaway 2-pack that is coming out. It was leaked recently as far as I'm concerned. And I noticed from the thumbnail of the video that I saw about it, that I was like, oh my god, wait, that's my Hot Wheel car. And I realised in my head that this is the car that it's from. This is the Weekend Getaway car. Which I was really happy about, because I really want to get a large version of both of my Hot Wheels cars, because I think these are adorable and it would be amazing to have that. So, sorry about that little rant, I'm just going to get into describing the car to you guys. So, this car has a black body and it is glitter. If you can see, it's sparkly, which I just noticed. It's really cute, I love it. Now, from there, we have instead of black body paint details, we have purple body paint details, which are still spiderwebs. They're adorable, and they still have the same black skullette on the back of the car. And it has a lighter pink, like a baby pink rim on the vehicle, just going around, covering the bumper and such, which I think is really cute. I actually do prefer it compared to the kind of magenta colour on the original car. And it has pink seats to match and a pink inner workings of the vehicle. From there, we have a kind of a hot pink windshield, or visor, I'm not too sure, with the same slime detailing that the original car has. It looks a bit orange from the side. In real life, it's a lot more saturated. But, I quite like it. It's kind of cohesive. Not to say I don't like the green on the original car. I do. I just think it really matches the design for it to be like a full black, purple, pink design. It's just adorable, and I love the sparkles on it, like I've just mentioned. So, the wheels have the same hot pink decorations on it that the other car does, but it shows up more as purple because my camera quality is a bit rubbish when it comes to picking up colour. It is the same hot pink glitter, as you can tell. Hot pink metallic, that's the one. And yeah, it's adorable. So on the front of the car, we have the same green headlights with the same yellow additional headlights to make a cute little spider face. I can't see any eyeliner on this car as far as I know. I'm trying to zoom into it so you guys can... Yeah, it does have a very faint wing around the eye, but, I think it's actually kind of cool that it doesn't have eyeliner per se. And as you can see, it still has the same great the same hexagonal car grate on the inside between the two fangs, which is adorable, and it looks really great. It's such a nice car, it's such a nice piece for me to just randomly find. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I thought this video was going to take a bit longer than a week to crank out and produce, because, well, I hadn't seen this vehicle in England before. I hadn't come across it anywhere, and I couldn't find it on Vinted, I couldn't find it on anywhere. Like, at the time, I couldn't even find it on Reddit. So I was a bit lost, and I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to do this because, well, I can't find another one. Until about Tuesday, I went out because it was Monday, sorry. I went out and I went to my favourite collector shop, which is where I found an additional version of my Ghoulmobile for cheaper than what I originally got it for. Then I went to the Entertainer, and I found this little guy just in a box under the till. I originally went in there for some Littlest Pet Shops because I still haven't got my hands on any of the blind boxes yet. But I found that, and I got it, obviously, and I ran with it. I was like, oh my god, yes, finally! So I brought it back, and now I have an in-box and out-of-box car to compare with my other car, which is amazing. So, without any more ranting, let's get into that. So, to start us off nicely, here are all my cars. I'm so happy to get a hold of these. It's amazing just holding all of these cars in my hands, and I never thought I'd get so excited over the Hot Wheels, because I've never been a Hot Wheels girly, or ghoulie if you want to call it that. But yeah, I'm holding these Monster High Hot Wheels in my hands, and I'm very joyous regarding it, which is very strange. But yeah, so let's get into the comparisons with these 4 cars. So starting off, we're talking about the short card. I only have short cards. I haven't seen a long card one before, so I'm assuming that's more of an American thing than an English thing. But on this card, we have Monster High at the top with the shiny thing that Generation 3 does. I have 3 out of 250, which is the same for my other car and was the same for my other 2 cars as well. Hot Wheels, obviously. Then we have a picture of the Ghoulmobile. I believe it's drawn. Yeah, it's drawn. And it has all of the adorable designs, and it really helps you know what the features on the car are supposed to be. Like, you've got the hexagonal grate with the little fangs. Hold on. Sorry, I just had to sneeze. You can see the lights, you can see the eyeliner on the vehicle, and you can see all the details. It's just so gorgeous, and it makes me really happy. Now, I know on the long cards, you can see the full car without it being obscured by any plastic or other car. But, I mean, I prefer the short ones anyway. I think the long ones take up a lot of space for no good reason. And on the bottom, it says Monster High Ghoulmobile, and then it's 3+, with Hot Wheels screen time in, the collection of them. It goes with the Barbie movie cars, 3 of those, which I also have, and I'm going to do a video on. But here's the back. It looks the same as the other one. And here is the barcode for anyone who was interested in getting one of these or finding them. I'm not too sure what people do with the barcodes, but people mentioned that they're useful, so here we go. Now, putting that to one side, we have this one. Now, this one is also on a short card, and it has the same kind of general packaging as the other one. It still has the same names, still has the same thing, which is why I thought this would be a special edition or something, because it didn't specify any different line or anything. I mean, this one didn't specify a line either, but I was just thought, yeah. On here, you can see the black design, which is really sweet. Will the lighting make it better? It does make it better, kind of. As you can see here, it makes it more obvious. You can see the pink windshield. You can see all of the pink detailing. But from what I can see on the vehicle, it shows it to be pink detailing with the cobwebs and such in comparison to purple, which is actually on the car. It's a very light lilac-ish purple. Unless it's just pink put over a black, which makes it look purple. But yeah, it's really gorgeous, and I do love the art for this, but it does not show the sparkles that are in the body that you can see on this car. With the light on, you can actually tell that it's sparkling, which is great. I'm going to turn off my camera now. Well, not camera, light. But yeah, that's actually really interesting. I really do like how there isn't much difference between these. Oh, barcode. Gotta show the barcode on this one. I just really like these Hot Wheels. I never thought I'd get so excited over some tiny metal cars, but I am. Like, I mean, just look at this thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. And as I mentioned before, this, from what I can tell, is from the Weekend Getaway 2-pack that is coming out with Draculaura and Claudine, of which the Claudine is absolutely phenomenal. I might put her on screen here. Just, I love it. And I'm so glad that, well, Monster High Generation 3 is upping its game now. I know at the beginning we couldn't say that about any of the other dolls because they were all kind of semi-low quality. I mean, with like cheaper materials being used, polypropylene, things like that. I mean, people were not optimistic for the future of Generation 3, but the care being put into these vehicles and the care being put into future lines that we're seeing so far really proves that we're going to be getting a good reboot, which in comparison to Generation 2 is such a win. I know a lot of people say that Generation 2 is kind of like, it beats Generation 3 because at least they kept like general designs of the original characters, but I mean, it's a reboot, they're going to be different. I do like the multiverse theory, sorry. And I like that Generation 3 is technically just a younger version in a different universe compared to the original Generation 1. I think this is amazing, and I think we are getting a really interesting and awesome reboot out of this, and I'm really pleased with what I've seen so far from Mattel Generation 3. It means, it's amazing. I mean, look at this vehicle, and you can't tell me that people didn't put care into this, because, like, just look at it. All the designs and the detailing, someone behind the scenes put so much work into these cars. And you can just tell. They may look absolutely identical with different paint jobs, but I mean, the small details really count. I mean, like the spider faces on the cars, the tiny little skeletons on the back of them, the fact that these seats have tiny little horns and slightly fuzzy detailing to make them look like monsters. Like, just look at them, they're amazing. And it's just so impressive that someone created these. And I'm sitting here now holding someone else's creation and I'm praising it so highly. It's just amazing. With all of these reviews that I've done, it's just crazy that someone made these happen. Someone brought this joy to a random collector on YouTube and was like, and I'm like here praising it so heavily. They're amazing. Just absolutely fantastic, or fantastic if you're into that lingo. And yeah, let's get into the final thoughts and my favourite vehicle out of both of them. Now, I don't think it's going to come as a surprise that the black Ghoulmobile from Weekend Getaway is my favourite. I mean, I just adore all of the details on it. That's not to say that I don't like the original purple one, but I'm a sucker for pink and black as a colour combination, and I adore the glitter body detailing, like just here, which is absolutely phenomenal. I love the hot pink windshield. I love everything to do with this car. It's just amazing, and I love just how the design was executed. One thing I do miss is the fact that we don't have any like visible eyeliner on this vehicle, but I think it doesn't need it to look amazing. It still looks great. I'm really pleased with it regardless. On here, I do love the purple car. It's still amazing. This marks the fact that we actually got a Hot Wheel as Monster High collectors. It means we're actually kind of like making it up in the world. We're actually making it as a fandom or fan base because we are finally getting Hot Wheel cars, like Hot Wheel versions of our little vehicles. Which I know isn't a huge feat because Mattel owns Hot Wheels as well as Monster High, but I mean, just look at them. Isn't it amazing? I mean, we've got Barbie cars, which were already a thing, but this is just amazing. I mean, I don't think Mattel's ever done a Hot Wheels of the other Monster High cars in Generation 1. So this proves something that we could get more cars in the future. Different vehicles, I'm hoping. Fingers crossed we get more. Maybe even as a random limited release, we could get some Hot Wheel variants of, well, original Generation 1 cars. That would be amazing. I'd love to see Draculaura's Sweet 1600 car come as a Hot Wheel. Because I was never a huge fan of it as a toy because it takes up a lot of space, but I would love to have it as a tiny car, because then I can actually keep these playsets in my collection without spending 30, 40, 50 quid on a set that comes with a car, 2 dolls, and a couple of accessories. I'm happy to own this car without spending all the extra money. And also, it feels higher quality to me, because as much as it's not... Hold on. Airplane. As much as it's not as useful or functional as an actual doll car, because I can't put dolls in here, but with extra effort, I can put Polly Pockets in here. I mean, I have to take the legs off of them to fit them in, but... I mean, it's just amazing. I can own this car on a tiny scale and still adore it as much as I would the bigger one. But my big question is, would this car come with, like, the glitter paint detailing and such that the Iken Getaway actual car is coming with? Will they both have glitter paint? Will they both have different details? I feel like it's probably going to be more detailed because you can actually fit more details onto a huge car than you can a small one, but, you know, it's just amazing. Sorry, I've ranted a ton, haven't I? I do also really adore the packaging. I love the art, I love how the black and pink look, and I like just, it looks like frosted glass for this windshield. And I adore, like, kind of that matte feeling when it comes to, like, glass and plastic. It just feels amazing and it looks amazing, and this looks amazing. Whoever did the art for these cars, talented as hell. I wish I could paint cars or draw cars, but this is amazing! I need to do some more research into this because I must find out who did these. I'm really impressed, and I've never been this impressed with a product, I don't believe. I mean, obviously you all saw my Ghoulia Yelps review. I was heavily impressed with that, but I never thought I'd be this impressed with tiny metal cars. But I am! Matchbox cars have never been my thing, but these are amazing. And anyway, and before I go on another little rant about how much I love Monster High and these little Hot Wheel cars, I should probably wrap up the video, so let's get into that. So, thank you everyone for watching my video. It means a lot that you've got this far, if you have, and it means so much more that you've helped me get to 100 subscribers. Nothing on this planet is interrupting my filming process so far. It was just a postman, but just thank you all so much for helping me reach this goal. It means amazing. It feels amazing, and it means so much beyond words how important this is to me. Thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video, because I know I definitely enjoyed making it, and I enjoyed ranting about the things that I enjoy. It could have been a bit more thought out, I'll admit, but I like being spontaneous, and I like just working off the top of my head, and I couldn't have put this in any other format, I think. I really love them, and thank you all for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.